Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be using our intuition to choose one of these three piles. You might be pulled to one of them just based off of the location of the pile, how it's placed on the table. Maybe it's number 1, 2, or 3. Maybe it's the crystal themselves and what they represent, or the shapes or the colors. And right now we have the moon, the butterfly, and the pyramid. So just definitely take some time, connect to your guides, your guardian angels, whoever's protecting you and guiding you at the moment. You can even take a second and pause to meditate, to connect with them and have like internal discussion just to see what makes the most sense. There will be timestamps for each section provided in the description, so don't worry about finding your place. Just remember, this is a general reading, so think about how the message may apply to your life and just kind of make it fit. Make it make sense for your situation. And when you're ready, head over to your section and your reading will be waiting for you. I'll see you guys there. Hey guys, so looks like you made it to pile number 1. Welcome. Maybe, again, you were pulled here because of the placement of the card, the number 1 itself, or this beautiful crystal in the shape of the moon. It is very pretty. I wish you could see the inside shine. I think the lighting is kind of dulling it, doesn't do it justice. But this is a dendric agate. It's an attractor of abundance and fullness to all areas of life. So maybe you were pulled to that because of the meaning or the shape or the color. But let's start pulling out all the cards and seeing what messages you have. I feel like a lot of you guys are needing guidance. You're in a situation where you just want your guides or want answers just to know if you're on the right path, the right direction, or what you need to do. So let's start with this card. So we have mirror. Who or what is triggering you? We're going to start with this and discuss this card specifically because this is your guides kind of telling you your situation currently and what's happening in your life that you kind of need guidance for. And I'm getting for a lot of you that you guys are very triggered. I feel like irritated with a lot of things that are happening right now and kind of understand like why, like how, when am I getting out of this? Why is life so difficult? Why is everyone doing X, Y, and Z? I'm just getting that kind of vibe right now. And your guides are almost kind of telling you, and this is going to be like a little rant, educational rant. So the life that we live is almost like the Matrix, in my opinion. And again, this is my opinion. And everyone around us that we meet and encounter and whoever's in our life right now are kind of not just lessons, but it's a part of ourselves that we need to heal, right? And it's almost like they're being our mirrors to parts of ourselves that aren't healed. So if something is triggering you, like it says here, who or what is triggering you? And also this is a good thing to maybe journal and kind of like introspect about like why is it triggering you? Because they're kind of being, whatever situation it is, it's almost as if it's showing us what parts of ourselves we need to work on and heal. So it's not a sense of, oh, like when is this going to stop? It's, oh, am I going to heal the part of myself where this isn't going to trigger me anymore? Again, I feel like everyone that we meet is almost a mirror of ourselves and is projecting like our good parts, our bad parts. So keep that in mind. I think there's a message in that. Let's see what this card is. The Lost Star of Rebirth, out of darkness into the light. Yes. Okay. So a lot of you that will be listening to this message who picked this pile, I'm getting a sense of a rebirth is coming, and that's the guidance that I feel like a lot of you are almost seeking in a situation because you want things to change. And I feel like a lot of you will be putting in the work. And I'm going to just point out another thing. In regards to the mirror, whoever, whatever, if it's a work situation, friendship, family, significant other, I feel like this isn't something where your guides are saying it's a you problem, because no, they're just lessons. And at some point, when you're able to heal this part of yourself, right? And it's no longer irritating you or causing you distress, you're able to sit down, learn, and be like, hey, you know what? I see why this is irritating me. I'm just gonna, and then like learn about yourself, heal that part of yourself, and be like, okay, if this person is still continuing down a path that doesn't align with me, then I know that I can walk away. And I just see you guys like glowing. Like this for me, this card right here is just almost showing me the growing. And out of the darkness into the light almost feels like this is like moon energy to me. Oh, wow, that's so funny. Okay. I love when this happens and everything aligns. So the moon in a tarot deck is like shadow work. So you could be healing like old trauma right now and something coming to light, which is something from the inside that you're just like, okay, you can't change people, right? So if this is like an outside source, that's kind of irritating you, you can't change people, but you can change yourself. That's where the rebirth is coming. You can change how you see the situation, and you can change yourself in a way that you realize, okay, I'm not aligned with this anymore. I'm growing. There's a rebirth. I feel like this is your guides kind of telling you, like guiding you into this next phase. Because a lot of you are almost like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, this is the most frustrating thing on the planet. I can't. Like, this is not life. I'm not even enjoying life anymore. I think that's the vibe I'm getting. Okay, so let's see, because there's a lot in this. Let's see this. So we have Death Mother. So yeah, rebirth. Another thing about rebirth, I feel like. So this card symbolizes that you're feeling tied down to something that no longer serves you. Free yourself. Holy moly. I love, I guess, again, the alignment of all of this. Rebirth. Something is going on in your life. You're going to learn, I mean, all of these. This is just me repeating this and now getting more validation from your guides with the death of the mother. There's something going on in your life that is going to teach you about yourself, help you through some past traumas. It's like, oh, I wonder why I'm reacting to this so badly. And it's like, oh, because X, Y, and Z happened to me when at some point in time in my life. I don't want to accept this. And yeah, there's no right or wrong answer. This is just how your life is panning out, right? This is how your life lesson, this is who you want to grow into. And you're realizing that I'm not aligned anymore with this. And your guides are kind of giving you this guidance. Whatever's going on in your situation, the reason why the irritation is there is because it's a projection and you're just not aligned anymore because you're growing from this projection. You're going to grow. This is such a beautiful, like it looks scary. It sounds scary. This is super beautiful. Super beautiful. Let's see the tarot because I have a few tarot here. And let's just see what they say. So I have an Ace of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, that's interesting. And then the Four of Pentacles. So let's just do these two first. So the Four of Pentacles. This is this energy that's currently happening. The Four of Pentacles for me is almost speaking towards and or about whatever's going on currently in your life. And I feel like you are holding on strongly to yourself, your beliefs, whatever system you have in place that like is like a constant and consistency. And it's like the outside world, it's like you're trying to get it to not affect you anymore. And it's almost like this, like you can see like the crouching effect in this card too. It's like the same energy. I almost feel like you guys are feeling like you're attacked. So the Four of Pentacles is almost like the holding on strongly toward for finances, right? But I'm like, again, this could be finances, it could be any topic, but for me, I'm getting like it's almost like your emotions, your pride, your who you are, the sense of yourself, like you know who you are, which is why this growth opportunity is happening because you know who you are, you know you don't align, and there's like a massive realization with this card. And I'm almost feeling that for a lot of you, you guys are holding back or even delaying a few things from happening just with this energy. And I feel like you guys know that and sense that because it's the protection. Because you are in a sense protecting, like that isn't necessarily a positive energy in a sense that you have some kind of fear, annoyance, whatever, irritation, trying to have this group of people, person, situation from entering, like you have a boundary, but there's consistent negativity around it. So this is delaying because there is negativity around the situation versus like releasing it and it letting the universe kind of push you forward. So keep that in mind. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. What comes up must come down. This is a cycle ending. So the Wheel of Fortune is a circle. So if you're having a good time, just realize there will be a bad time. If you're having a bad time, to realize that there's going to be a good time. That is your guides kind of letting you know wherever you are right now, the irritation, the annoyance, the having to like look within to be like, you know what, something's not fitting. Why am I being triggered? What is triggering me? That is going to end because the cycle is kind of nearing completion. That's what Wheel of Fortune is. And this is like a luck card. So keeping that in mind, I feel like because right now the energy is like on a down, this is from your guides telling you that you're on the up and up. Good luck is coming your way. And I'm saying that because we have the Ace of Swords here. And there's multiple messages that I want to kind of talk about with this card because I'm going to pull some tarot to actually get like specific guidance, but this is from your guides kind of letting you know what to expect. New opportunities coming your way. And there's a few little caveats here. So this is a sword of truth. So whatever this question was, who or what is triggering me, this card that's coming up, this is a sword of truth right here. I think you will understand and figure out why you are triggered, learn from that experience, and kind of find your way and release the old patterns, the old energy, and have your rebirth. Because again, rebirth, Wheel of Fortune, they see that old pattern that you're going is going to be gone. This is the end of the cycle. So the new opportunity coming in. And the new opportunity, again, sword of truth, sword of knowledge. You're just going to use your, I guess, intellect more than like intuition or emotions in every situation now because you're just learned from your past experiences. You learned that whatever's like you're kind of learning from this experience, like what is triggering you, kind of like next time you ever do become triggered, or it's not going to take a whole season to figure out. You're going to be like, okay, I understand why this is triggering me. I don't align with it and I'm going to move on and just isn't for me. So I see a lot of growth for you guys. And your guides are almost like patting you on the back for this because I just see this happening very quickly. If you pick this pile, like there's some very quick, and that's the Ace of Swords is coming quickly, fighting through, pushing through a situation fairly quickly. And I feel like with the Ace of Swords, you're divinely guided. So you are very close and connected to your guides at the moment, which is an absolute beautiful, beautiful thing to hear. I feel like you get a lot of signs and quite often, and you listen. So keep an eye out for angel numbers, or if you have a spirit animal that you kind of see, like I have a butterfly, I would definitely look at that, because it will help you like look at moments that are kind of like triggering and be like, okay, there, I just saw a butterfly, right? For example, for me, and I'm like, all right, what is going on here that my guides want me to know? And sit down and think about it. Journal is important. And I feel like for a lot of you, if you guys do journal and like journaling, you kind of get messages from your guides that way, which is kind of cool. So maybe try picking that up too if you don't actually journal now. Might be a good habit anyway. But let's pull some tarot. Let's see what advice, what guidance you need right now in this current situation that they kind of want to give you. Okay. I feel like there's something else going on, but let's do one more round. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I have a message. Okay, so we have a few cards that came out. So I'll start with these two. So we have the Seven of Wands, Eight of Swords coming through this energy. And then we have, which is beautiful, Page of Cups, Four of Wands, and the Sun. So let's just start with this group really quick. Okay, so the Four of Wands and the Eight of Swords. The guidance that we're getting here is first part. You are consistently having to have to defend yourself with whatever situation is happening. And it's really preventing you from moving forward. I feel like you're stuck. And I feel like a lot of it is internal. Again, this is our emotions, our trigger. What is the mirror, what that they're projecting onto us, your situation, the people in your life. There's something here that is projecting, and you're consistently having to defend yourself, and your guides see you. They see this. This is why you're so frustrated. This energy of frustration. There's like something you're trying not to see almost. And maybe it's because you don't want to see why you're being triggered, which is okay and valid, because it might be something that's like really, really hard to kind of look within whatever the situation was. So that's one part of that. They see you, they see that. And then we have the Page of Cups. Your guides want you to move away from this defensive energy. Your guides want you to move away from being stuck in your own head, preventing yourself from moving forward. They want this rebirth for you. They want you to realize that doing the inner work, not holding on so strongly to something, because it's okay to realize that your past situation, the traumas you've experienced, they're real. And I'm getting the page here, the Page of Cups is showing me the beginning of an emotional release. Being like kind of carefree and young and spontaneous with this card, being able to release that energy is going to give you, again, the start that you need. The Ace of Swords. Yes, Ace of Swords. Wow, I don't know why my brain just stopped for a second. There's like an emotional attachment within, because again, emotions, we are being frustrated about something. That is what is coming up for you guys. So emotionally, we are letting go. If we can do this, if we can put all this to side, the defensiveness, kind of holding ourselves back, because it's us, it's not anyone else. Again, you can't change other people, you can change yourself. Then there's going to be a rebirth emotionally. There's going to be a rebirth logically. There is so much to be learned right now. And then what they see coming for you, again, rebirth, the sun. After a stormy day, the sun comes out. This is childish, coming back, finding your inner child, letting your inner child come out. And there's so much healing. There's so much trauma. Maybe there's like childhood trauma. Again, with this moon crystal, like this is like almost like that tarot deck. I mean, in the tarot deck, we have the moon. So just think about it that way. There's so much inner work that needs to be done and let go of. There's a situation that you're just bringing too much negativity that is preventing you from moving forward. Let it go. Let it go. Learn from it. Realize why it's triggering, because you have 4 of Wands here, which is a celebration, wedding. I mean, it can be anything. Like, let's just say, right? Like, this is something they see in the future. They see this for you. So their advice is very clear. Take the time to realize what is triggering, why it's triggering, realize it, accept it, and then make a change for yourself. Maybe this situation and person doesn't align with you anymore. What do you do for yourself to align yourself with something else, or open the door for something else and close that one? I think this is a beautiful, beautiful reading from your guides. They did an amazing, amazing job giving you like the nicest, kindest advice I've ever, and it's been a minute that I've heard anything so solid and strong out of such a negative situation. So definitely thank them. And if this reading resonated, definitely like and subscribe. Leave a comment for someone to maybe kind of acknowledge the fact that they're not alone in that and be like, can relate to you, you know? And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye now. Hey guys, so looks like you made your way to pile number 2. So welcome. Maybe you're pulled to this pile just based on the placement, the number 2, or we have this crystal, which is black obsidian. It's a protection stone. Also, it could have been because it was a pyramid, the shape of a pyramid. Couldn't really tell from this view, but so again, it's a protection stone, repels negativity, and disperses unloving thoughts. It helps recycle trauma or the past into motivation for the future. So that is really awesome. Maybe that's why. But let's go ahead and pull the cards and see, not pull the cards, but let's see what the cards say. So we have a couple here. Let's start with the first one. Ooh, we've gotten this one before. So we have the Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? I will say, I feel like a lot of you are almost coming back if you've watched one of these videos before, because I feel like there's some kind of lesson that's still needing to be learned, or it's just that energy. There's just something here that is calling you to lead. I feel like you guys are trying to break off from something, make it on your own, not really accepting what is happening in the group setting, whether it be work, friends, or family, breaking away from patterns. I think there's some kind of calling you guys have. So it's interesting to see this again. Well, let's see what's going on in the next card. So, okay, beloved Zeus, lovers, cosmic union is destined for greatness. Okay, so yeah, you guys are destined for something else that is going on. Like wherever you are right now, I feel like you guys know and feel and sense, and I think that's why you're coming here for advice, because I feel like for a lot of you, you want to pull away from whatever's happening, and you have this gut feeling that you don't belong. And you kind of want to be on your own. The destined for greatness thing is sticking out for me strongly here. Like there's something else, there's something more for you guys. And I think you almost know this. And your guides are kind of telling you that. So I feel like your advice and guidance is going to be on breaking away and coming out on your own and spreading your wings. And I've said this in the last reading that I had, like, I feel like your guides are almost asking you to spread your wings. Take a leap of faith. So now we have the gate. Look deeper into the situation. What you want lies on the other side. Just step through. Yeah, so you destined for greatness. There's more to whatever is happening, more to life. How are you being called to step up and lead? Your guides are really trying to tell you right now that there's way more to whatever situation you're in right now, and you know that. And they want you to break away from whatever is happening right now. It's like almost like there's something that within you you're trying to hold back and not move forward. But your guides, that is going to be again the message, the guidance that they want to give you. Look deeper into the situation. What you want lies on the other side. What you want, and you have to step through. What you're destined for greatness. What is destined for you. The greatness on the other side. So just remember that. And let's go on and see what these tarot cards have to say. So here we have Seven of Swords. Okay. Interesting. High Priestess. Okay. And then Five of Swords. It was so interesting. Let's start with these two. We'll leave the High Priestess. This is your guys kind of validating what's going on. So the Seven of Swords, I feel like, and the Five of Swords. It's hard to kind of like figure where to go first in this subject because there's a lot going on. And again, general reading, so have it apply where it makes sense in your life. But for Five of Swords, it's just like this like push and pull with other people, this kind of fighting, this competition, not even competition because it's not a competition, but it's just like cutthroat, like dog eat dog kind of situation. Like one-upping each other, and it's just a constant battle, whether it be at work, whether it be friendships, whether it even be in a relationship, maybe like, I don't know, you and your, it could be family, there's just this cutthroat, dog eat dog, who's better than who's gonna make it out on top, who's better in a situation, who's right, who's wrong. Like, it's just this constant, like, battle. It's just such a negative down energy. And I feel like for a lot of you, you guys, like, know this just isn't it. That there's something else or something more where you're not going to have to do that. The maturity level isn't there. There's something there about maturity. Like, you're more mature than whatever the situation is. And you don't want to, like, kind of, well, you are fighting about it. That's the thing. And then Seven of Swords. I'm getting, again, with this situation, the energy that is like presenting, and again, this is your guides kind of validating you and seeing where you're at in your life. The Seven of Swords is like, there's twofold. One, there's some kind of like sneakiness and planning behind your back, whether it be work, family. I feel like there's just something always conspiring against you. It's like right under your nose and you don't even realize it. And for a long time, you're almost like not ignoring it, but just accepting it as what it is. And it's almost like there were fights about this. Again, fighting. Whether it be family, friends, partners at work. It's just like this whole thing is like icky. This is just not. And I also am getting another vibe from this, which is a positive for me, is that you guys have had already in thoughts about what you need to do to move away from the situation. The planning. There's some kind of planning that you were doing behind this person's back, this group of people's back, just because you want to take care of yourself, which for me is a positive because I think like this is the energy that needs to happen. And if you haven't done that, I recommend doing so because your guides are guiding you and trying to advise that that is the right move to do. I think you need to put yourself first. But this is the energy that's happening currently. Your guides see that. And then I'm getting the High Priestess. The High Priestess is telling me that intuitively, and your guides are almost like, this person knows. This person knows what to do. This is why they're here. This is why they're watching. Because they're trying to find the right guidance and right foot forward in the situation. Is this the right thing to do? This is why you're here. This is why you picked this pile. There's almost a sense of that you know that things aren't what they seem in this scenario in your life. And this is a powerful card. This is feminine energy, emotions, having control of your emotions, the wisdom to move forward. So your guides are saying, like, you have the ability to move on and do something else, something that aligns with you. Like, you're so intuitive. This is, you already in your gut know that this was not meant for you, and you're learning and growing. This is all growth, but you are destined. Like, your guides are even telling you right here with this card, destined for greatness. So let's pull some cards. Let's see some tarot. Let's see what guidance they can give you right now. Such beautiful energy for you guys. I feel like your guides are rooting you on currently. So let's get some advice so they can do a little more. Oh, I'm having a hard time. Okay. Let's do a little bit more. So we have a lot going on. Let's see. I'm going to make heads and tails right now. Okay. Yeah. All right. There's a lot of stuff your guides kind of want you to say to you right now. Let's just leave that there for a second. Okay. So we'll start with these two. So we have the 4 of Cups right here, and then the 10 of Swords. Like I said with the other cards that we showed up here, with the 5 of Swords, the 7 of Swords, it's almost like the backstab. It's just like the backstabbing. It's just dog eat dog energy. Still the same energy. Like, your guides are validating this, and it's like you're done. And just realize that the 10 of Swords, the cycle is ending for you guys. Because I feel like, again, you're coming here. You've almost made the decision. You want to step away into your own. So that's why this 10 of Swords is coming. Your guys are kind of like telling you, okay, the cycle's over. 10 is cycle, completion of cycle. So keep this in mind. They're also sensing, because this has been like a long time coming almost. This has been a pattern of yours. Maybe it was like you've been with this group or this person, or maybe it's family. Like, it's kind of been a thing that's just been a consistent thing that's been in your life for so long that you couldn't walk away from, that you're almost in a sense of like, not guardedness, but guardedness is part of it. Just almost, it's apathy. It's like seeing something in front of you and then almost being like, yeah, so what? Like, I'm getting a sense like I need to heal to be able to see the positive in things and like move forward. So your guides are almost giving me, because this came up, the 4 of Swords, that this is a moment for you to rest. I think your guidance right now, in order to break away, not even break away, as soon as you decide to break away from the toxicity or the situation or this negative pull, negative thing that's like that you're just in right now, they're going to almost ask you to rest, like take a break. Like, you can see, lay flat. I like, who's going to say no to that, right? They don't want you to be in this state of apathy, of not being like able to receive, kind of lingering on the past situations. because your moment right now to shine is to break away, be your own leader, take care of yourself. There's something better out there for you. You are destined for greatness. They just don't want you in this energy. So their guidance really is just take a minute. Like, if you can remove yourself from that situation, take a minute. Take a minute, because there is going to be a loss. We have the 5 of Cups. Mourn whatever the loss is going to be. They're telling you you need to do that. Don't like close it off, because holding on to an energy that is sad, like internalizing it, is not releasing the energy, and it will prevent you from moving forward. That is their massive advice right now. They know you're going to break free. They know they're going to be on your own, but they want you to be able to heal from it first. Super important. Rest, mourn, cry, let it out, confide in friends. But with these 2 cups standing up, 2 cups being balanced, things will be balanced and aligned after. This is what this card is telling me. So I'm not concerned. And again, the other reason why I'm not concerned was because this card came out. The 9 of Cups, which is kneeling, completion, fulfillment. 10 of Cups is fulfillment. So you're nearing completion. You're basking in the happiness. I think whatever you're destined for, your breakaway from the situation is going to only lead you to 9 of Cups will eventually lead to 10. I think the baby steps are there. I think you know that this was coming. I feel like personally you guys have been planning these steps already. So things might also be in motion, and it's just almost guidance like, am I doing the right thing? And the answer is yeah. Your guides are there for you. They see you. If you came to this pile, you almost wanted reassurance. But you are destined for greatness. There's just something else out there for you, and I think you know that, and I feel like you already have made plans to kind of fulfill that. But their guidance is really, really important in this situation to be able to receive the next thing. Is just take a second to mourn. Take a second. This, whatever situation you are, is a loss, and that's okay. Even if it was bad. I mean, it might not even been that bad. It's just something that like you were going through and just doesn't align anymore. It's still a loss, and that's okay. Your guides see you. They want you to know that you're not alone in this situation. But as long as you can do this, this is what's waiting for you. Your guides did an amazing job. I think that was such a solid advice, guidance. They have your back, so just remember that. And if this message resonated, definitely like and subscribe. Leave a comment so that everyone can kind of like create a community and just not feel alone in a situation. But I'll see you guys on the next one. I hope you have a lovely rest of the day. Hey guys, looks like you made it to pile number 3. Maybe it was where the cards were placed. Maybe it was because of the number 3 or the crystal, which is in the shape of a butterfly. And there is like some crystalliness inside there. Just the light is always muting that out, and it makes me so sad. And butterflies is change. So maybe that is why you were kind of pulled to this. But this is a crazy lace agate, which is a laughter stone or happy place stone, because it not only protects but encourages and promotes optimism. Great, it's really good for moving through trauma. So maybe that's why you were pulled. But let's just see what's going on in the cards, what guidance, what advice your guides have for you, because I feel like a lot of you are coming here, like going through a situation, just wanting answers, validation, whatever the case may be. I just had a nudge to do a reading about that. So, first card. Oh, I feel like this is another group that's just coming back because we've had this before. So share your voice, come out of the cave, persecution, expression. I feel like a lot of you guys are not expressing yourself. I'm getting the muted energy, muted, like just not able to be yourself. Something is holding you down, like from preventing you from expressing. Maybe it's your job not letting you be creative. Maybe it's your family kind of putting you down. Maybe it's your partner, friend group. I just feel like you are not able to express yourself. This is the second time this card has come up in one of these pick a card. So I feel like this group is probably coming back and just maybe even having a tough time kind of pulling away from a situation, which is totally fair and fine because life, man. I mean, let's see what this card has to say. The aquamarine star expression. Of course that would come up. Express my intuition with self-confidence and love. Yes, I feel like, again, this is aquamarine star, water, emotions. Like there's creativity here with like music symbols. So it could be work. It could be, you're not able to express yourself correctly and they're kind of telling you, no, don't do it that way, do it our way. And it's like, yeah, but this is my work too. Yeah, I'm getting, I'm like, getting this that you're not yourself. And I hate that for you. Someone's like making you just blend in. Like this is like blah colors, just like muted, toned down. And like your guides are almost telling you to express yourself and to express yourself. Like they want you to do that. They want you to come out of your cave and come out of your shell. Maybe you guys are just so shy and you're being placed in a situation where you have to express yourself and you're just like kind of stuck because it's scary. Maybe there's anxiety. Maybe this is why you guys came to the pile. Maybe your anxiety is so strong that you're just like, how do I do that? Like, help me, guide me. Just know you're not alone because your guides are telling you this right now. Because they sense, they see you, they know they are by your side. Now, what do we have with this? Ooh, I just hit my hand. So we have the spring. So this is allow water to cure you, release emotions and anxiety. So yeah, anxiety, a lot of anxiety. I'm definitely getting this not able, I mean, maybe there's just so many situations that it can be. I'm getting a sense of a mix of people being held back from being themselves. That's one. I'm getting a sense of being put in a situation where you have to express yourself, and there's so much anxiety about that. Maybe there's like a situation that come up that's like, okay, you have no choice. Like, how do I go about this? Maybe it's both. Maybe it's like you're in such a negative situation right now that has been suppressing you, holding you back from being yourself, then now you have no choice but to express yourself and you're scared about doing it. There's a lot of anxiety holding you back right now. That's what's important for this message. Now let's see. I have some tarot here, but I will pull more. Let's just kind of take a look at what's here. So we have the Lovers. And we have Judgment. And Six of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, let's just start with the Six of Pentacles, Judgment for a second. So I feel for you, like with the Six of Pentacles here, it almost feels like a give and take. And I feel like your guys are kind of pulling this out here because you've been giving more than receiving, which is fine. I think it's like the charity card that's coming out. But it feels almost negative in the sense that we're getting all this come out. Like you're not able, like you're just doing things for other people, not being yourself, giving yourself a way that just doesn't feel like you. And your guides are validating that by showing me this card and Judgment. I say Judgment Day because this reminds me of Judgment Day. It's almost like Are you just accepting this situation? Because I feel like for a lot of you, the answer is no, because you're finally you pick this pile because you are questioning this. You pick this pile because you know that something's off. I'm getting a sense of your guys almost like, hey, like judgment day is coming. Are you able to accept what has happened to you and kind of stand your ground? Are you able to put your anxiety aside and express yourself and be confident? Like, is this the energy that you're able to push through with? Because this is the guidance. Your guides kind of want you to do this. This is why you're here. I feel like that's where the guidance is coming from. And the Lover card is coming out. So maybe a lot of you are in a relationship, right? And I feel like you're trying to almost like come out of your shell. Maybe this person isn't accepting of you otherwise. But if you are able to break away, there's something else that's going to align you. And now forget that I mentioned relationship. What if there is no relationship and there's something else like work, family, or whatever situation you're in? Your guides are saying the moment that you release and bring yourself out and put yourself out there and put yourself first, come out of your cave, you're going to align with something. There's going to be something that's going to be a give and take in a positive sense, not a negative sense. There's going to be a balance. There's going to be harmony. And they're almost asking you to come out of your shell, speak for yourself. Don't let someone else speak for you. Don't let someone else control your life or something. Maybe it's like your job. Maybe it's nobody. Maybe it's like a thing. Maybe something that you put on yourself. But the energy is there that you're not able to be yourself. And your guides are like begging you. I feel like this is the second time this card has shown up with the same energy of your guides being like, you need to do this. Like, you need to stand up for yourself. You need to put yourself first. Let's pull some cards and get a sense of what your guides really want you to do. Okay, let's see. What advice can we get? I need a little bit more. Give me a few more. I feel like there's more to this message. Okay. Yeah, this is like, I feel like very similar to the last message. Okay. There's a lot here that they want to say. So let's just jump right in. What do we have? Yes, we'll bring this out and then we will leave these. Okay, so we have the 7 of Wands, the Star, the Hanged Man, and 3 of Swords. So yes, something is going to have to break down in order for you. You're going to stand your ground. Something's going to break down because of this, and that's okay. Because whatever was holding you back is not meant for you. That whatever's making you feel like you have to come out of your cave, whether it's yourself, like this could be like me being anxious. Like I need this is going to be a tough situation. It's going to be hard. Your guides are telling you and showing you this is going to be hard. It's going to be hard to do. So they're validating that. They know that. That being said, they know that you're going to have to defend yourself. They know that you have to not defend yourself. Stand up for yourself is what I meant to say. Because you're important. In order for you to like come out of your shell and, this will happen. It's going to be hard. Standing up for yourself is the hardest thing to do, especially if like you're a people pleaser. Saying no to somebody, like doing something for yourself that makes you feel good. Like this is going to be tough. And your guides are seeing that. Your guides are saying that once that happens, you're going to have a Hanged Man situation and the Star. The Star comes right after a Tower moment. So something is going to break down. Again, like you have the Three of Swords coming out, and the Star. So this is healing. This is kind of like being patient with yourself, healing. You're going to be guided into the right direction. It's almost like the Spring card. I feel like they're very similar. The theme is there, you know? And the Hanged Man, I mean, it's almost like they're telling you, like, take perspective, like, take a second. I know it's tough, but the perspective is there. Come from a place of peace and understanding that whatever situation you're in, it's just not serving you because you're not able to really fully express who you are as a person, and you know that. And your guides really want the best for you, and they know that you want this for yourself too, whatever the best is. It's just going to be a tough situation. I don't see anything going wrong. I just know that's going to be hard for yourself. And you know what's interesting is when you first say no to something and then you get a response that's like not negative at all. Like going up to someone and being like, "Hey, you know what? No, I can't do that for you." As a people pleaser, that's so terrifying. And then their response is like, "Okay, thank you. I appreciate you." And you guys are fine. It's that scary moment. I feel like for a lot of you, it's just anxiety within. There's nothing actually wrong or bad with having a boundary, expressing yourself, expressing your needs. But we kind of internalize that. That's what the anxiety here. Like it's so within ourselves. And maybe there is a situation where it is bad. And I feel for you guys. Maybe there will be a heartbreak. And it is going to be tough no matter what. Just know that you're valid for feeling afraid and anxious. But as long as you take care of yourself and put yourself first, like you will never go wrong. You will never do wrong. And what your guides see, which is absolutely beautiful, is a 10 of Cups and Empress energy. It's finally not stopping the people pleasing. It's almost like the people pleasing is there. That's what it is. And it's just like, I'm not giving anymore. I'm receiving. No more handouts, you give me. Which is like, there's definitely a better way of me saying that in a more positive, like less toxic way. But just know that that energy is there. And then the 10 of Cups, emotional fulfillment. You breaking away from this like habit of people pleasing, because I keep getting people pleasing as a thing, and putting yourself first, you're emotionally going to be fulfilled. 10, completion. And if this is a relationship situation and you're kind of like putting yourself first, maybe that person will appreciate that, understand you, and you guys have harmony. Or maybe that the Three of Swords is a breakup. But just see and understand that at the end of that is going to lead to emotional fulfillment, because whatever is happening right now isn't emotionally fulfilling you because you're not able to be yourself. And you're going to be able to receive love. Feminine energy, divine feminine. This is fertility also. So maybe if this was a partner that you end up breaking up with, or this just doesn't work out, there's a family that's coming your way. Pregnancy. This is pregnancy. And if this is what you're wanting and this situation isn't working out, and you know that if you break up or whatever, or you express yourself, there's going to be an end, that's okay, because you're opening the door for this to happen. But again, general reading, places where this makes sense, because your guides really want you, at the end of the day, to open up, release, express yourself, be confident. Come out of your shell, come out of that cave. Again, this is the second time we have this, so a lot of you are just not able to express what you need, communicate. And or just like being held back from being you. Maybe someone's telling you can't go out, you can't do this, you can't, you know? There's no trust. The maturity level is just not there. So just know your guides see you. They've really had beautiful advice. And they're just seeing beautiful things come your way if you're ready and open to receiving it and making that change for yourself. If this message resonated, definitely like and subscribe and comment for other people to maybe feel like they're not alone, build a community, get some validation. And I'll see you guys on the next one. I hope you guys have a lovely rest of the day.